talk about all the different things that can cause shortness of breath, okay? That's a condition where you just can't breathe well. Now, there's quite a few reasons for that people already know, like if you have liver disease, kidney disease, chronic lung disease, asthma, things like that. But what I want to focus on are all the other reasons where this symptom would come from other than the obvious ones. Number one, a vitamin B1 deficiency. So many people have a B1 deficiency. It's literally an epidemic, and a major deficiency of vitamin B1 is called beriberi, and there's two types. One is a wet beriberi involving the vascular system and the blood and the heart, and there's a dry version which involves the nervous system. So you can have symptoms in the nervous system as well as in your heart. But there's something called a subclinical beriberi, which is, I think, very, very common, simply because the amount of refined carbohydrates and sugars that people eat. And I recently did a video on B1 on all the other reasons why you might be deficient. Taking an antibiotic, drinking too much coffee or tea or alcohol or sulfates, and I'll put that link down below. But if you're deficient in B1, you can have edema and definitely problems breathing because the heart is not able to pump out blood effectively. There's another condition that occurs when you're B1 deficient, and that's called lactic acidosis. That's a situation where your body starts to accumulate lactate, and then your pH drops and you become too acidic. You're holding on too much of CO2, and that's going to majorly affect your ability to get oxygen, and you're going to have hard times breathing. Now, there's several reasons why someone might have lactic acidosis. Number one, it's a side effect when you take metformin. Lactic acidosis is a symptom of diabetes. If you're very deficient in biotin, you can also have lactic acidosis. If you have liver problems or kidney problems, you can develop that condition. If you overdo it on exercise, you can also develop lactic acidosis. If you also drink a lot of alcohol, you can develop lactic acidosis. Vitamin B1 is the remedy for lactic acidosis, as well as shortness of breath if you have that condition. Now, your pH can really affect how you breathe. If you're too far on the acid side and you have acidosis, you could have labored deep breathing or something called air hunger, where you just can't get enough oxygen. And then if you're too alkaline, as an alkalosis, you can also have breathing problems as well as muscle issues like cramping, tetany, where you've got these little twitching things in your muscles, muscle cramps in your lower legs, because the minerals like calcium can't be mobilized in the body. And high levels of cortisol and stress can cause you to become too alkaline. Being on a high carb diet can cause severe alkalosis, and a potassium deficiency can also cause alkalosis, as well as consuming too much calcium. If you have too much calcium in your blood, your pH is going to become more alkaline because calcium is more alkaline. So just by the symptom of shortness of breath, you can't really tell if you're too alkaline or too acid. You're going to have to know the other symptoms that are associated with either pH problem. I did put a video down below if you want more information on that topic. Now, if you're low in calcium in the blood, you can also have difficulty in breathing as well. And of course, if you have asthma, you'll have difficulty breathing too. And by the way, vitamin D is really important in helping you breathe if you have asthma. Pneumonia, you're going to have problems breathing. Zinc is a remedy for that. And then COPD. I did a more extensive video on COPD that involves a chronic lung inflammatory condition. Vitamin C is vital, as well as vitamin E, in reducing inflammation and inhibiting the formation of fibrosis in your lung. All right, guys, there's my summary on all the potential causes